One? Yes, we're live right now.
Are you guys sitting on my sweater?
No, it's not the name.
This stupid thing always goes off at 10 o'clock.
Nobody's sitting on your sweater.
Okay.
Alright, so it's recording this right now.
Yeah.
Gypsy, it's recording this, so can you relax?
I'm not saying anything.
I got them.
Janine, what's good? Kick the tires, what's good? Been a while since we've seen you. Zilahim, what's good? Thanks for joining. It's been a while since we've seen you. What is it, right there?
This water
Right
is
there.
cold. Oh, there it is.
PJ loves dolls and toys. What's good? And musical. Dollboy 92. Callie, what's good? Callie.
Sure, how you left?
We're waiting for other people to join in. Bless up. All power. We'll see if we get some other people in here. Sierra, what's good? Sierra. Thank y'all for joining. Roxy here is Superfly.
Merci beaucoup.
My Mini Life, thanks for joining us. We appreciate that. Thanks for joining
Oh
us.
my god.
So, Roxy, what do you like best about who's that? Aisha? Aisha. We're all waiting for people to come.
Aisha.
Aisha is actually.
Aisha.
That's her Muslim name?
It's very different.
Who's that? Banana the Fruit Loop.
Aisha.
Thanks for joining us.
Is that how the song goes?
Disney Chicago Girl, thanks for joining us. We appreciate that. Don't leave the room, y'all. Don't leave. Stay in because it's going to be very
It's gonna
juicy
be
stuff.
very juicy and spicy.
What is that person's name? I can't see. I ain't got no glasses.
Banana the Fruit Loop.
Ooh, I like that.
So, let me look at this thing to see what was some of the things that we said we was going to talk about.
Talk about me, remember? My mini life. I can see your name from here, but only because I know the way your name is shaped. Is that weird? I know the shape of your name. That's how I know. It says my mini life.
I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to see that.
Hi, Aisha.
It's Yonsei. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining.
Welcome.
Flat feet video.
So, I said we was going to talk about some juicy topics. The first juicy topic is
Orange juice.
Roxanne. What made you want to come to the United States?
She had
Straight
no
up like
choice.
that.
Talking about.
Straight up like that. Wait, people are- well, my mom wanted us to come over here to study, so that's how I ended up. In this country, what they call in French, le pays de longue somme. I don't know why they call it like that, but that's the French name.
The country of what?
Le pays de longue somme.
What is that?
I never really knew what that means, but I'm gonna ask. So we basically
hold on,
ended up
thanks for
here
joining.
because of schooling and stuff.
Okay, schooling. So,
And plus, my country wasn't doing good because with this war and thing, there was a coup d'etat that was approaching. So I guess my mom saw that coming, so she used the opportunity to just ship us all here.
Wow.
how long have you been, Rob Riley, what's good? How long have you been in
You
the
gotta
United
talk
States?
louder. Don't worry. There's no police in here.
No, I mean, I'm just, they can't hear me.
Yeah, they can. How long you been in the U.S.?
I'm here since 2001.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's okay. I like it.
It's okay.
They can hear me, sure.
I'm pretty sure they want to see you. They don't want you doing this. They want to see
What
you.
do you not like about America?
Besides the people.
I don't like the racism that's going on. You know, how white people are treating. Where's mine?
She wants
How-
to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No creamer.
No, that's all right. Did you put milk in it?
When
Did
are
you
we
put
gonna
milk?
get some more
Okay,
creamer anyway?
I'm gonna go get some more creamer from the store after
You
this
guys
live.
they say we talking low. They say we talking low.
Yeah, you gotta like shout.
Who is this talking low? Me or all of us? Maybe I could turn the volume up.
Yeah, you gotta talk louder because
it's
the
the
microphone
volume.
has to pick up your voice.
Oh, this is as loud as it goes.
That's not gonna make you louder.
I guess it's not.
You
Do I gotta
just
move it
speak
closer?
up.
Yeah, you just gotta speak up. I know I'm not talking low. Well, I
Roxanne,
might
stop
be.
pretending you shy because you know you ain't.
Yeah.
I just thought that will understand what I'm saying.
Can you hear her now?
Can you guys hear me?
Now we
hit
can
the
like that.
button. Hit the button.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to get on my wild side and start screaming.
No, you can. You can. This is
Start
She
screaming
said
like
she said she raised her volume so that we're good now.
Okay. She said, who says
But you can still wall out.
Yeah, PJ says Roxy's talking low. Yes, Roxy, stop talking so low. Speak up a little bit.
You're trying to be all
Can you
different.
guys hear me now?
Roxy is like normally louder than this. We'd be up just kicking this. She'd be like mad
Like,
loud.
girl, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And now she's like, girl, let me tell you.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes. We can hear you
Oh
now.
my
Say
gosh,
yes.
This is delicious. Genu
Wait,
makes
I'm waiting.
he makes a very good cup of coffee.
Poor Genu.
I like
You guys are fine. We are fine,
Say
aren't we?
yes.
All three of us, right?
gosh.
We are fine, right?
These are the conceited ones right here. And
Kick the Tires was like, ooh yes, child. Y'all are fine.
You're right. Don't encourage him. They know better.
You can hear us? Alright, okay, so
So,
he says no, say it again. Yeah, see, we're
he
fine.
said no, say it again.
He's joking, Robbie.
Oh. he's-
So,
Okay.
alright, so Han said, he said to me, he said, yo, I'm a 50-year-old man. I can't get one. Han is one of our he's one of our followers on IG. He said he said this before too. He said I'm a 50-year-old man. I can't get one woman, you got two. What am I doing wrong? So, why y'all looking all surprised? Men can do stuff wrong. Guys, I know they think we get everybody we just feel like getting. He's asking, what is he doing wrong? Look up here. Don't look at me like I said something weird.
Me?
Look up, everybody, right? You got
We are looking up.
right here, just
Read
saying.
the comments, silly.
We
I ain't looking at you. That was all.
Hey, Lil Miss DJ 80.
So,
Yo, Lil Miss is the DJ. She's the DJ.
word?
Yeah, she's the DJ that was at karaoke.
oh, hey! I
Right.
remember her.
So what?
You gotta go
need
to
to
karaoke
switch.
with us. It's fun.
She is gonna go. She's gonna come and she's gonna sing and dance and all that stuff she does. What is Han doing wrong? He wants to know how to get one woman. What is he doing wrong?
Well, how do we know? 'Cause
Well,
we
how
don't
do
where
we
these
know? Like,
captions are.
what type of woman you usually date? Like, what's up with that? Like, you gotta tell us.
Do you
details.
like little rats?
So we gonna
Do you
tell
like-
you what you're doing wrong.
Could it be that the kind of woman that he's going for is what he's doing wrong?
Nah.
But he gotta let us know what type of woman, he interacts with. From there, we go from there.
Okay. J-on DM. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Sean, we'll call you Sean. Janine says, quick question. What is the ratio of ugly friends to pretty friends in your circle?
Comment. Man,
This one right
that's
here?
hilarious.
Oh
Janine, right? Did you read that?
no.
Yes.
Janine
I did.
said, quick question. What is the ratio of ugly friends to pretty friends in your circle?
Oh
What
boy,
you mean
that's a
by
good
ratio?
question.
That is a good question because me,
Thanks.
the three of us are very superficial. We are very super. Although, because
I'm superficial.
Gypsy is extremely superficial. She's not kind of. She's extremely
It just
superficial.
depends, though.
We will talk to you and be polite, but like
I got fugly friends. Here's the problem, okay? Because I might consider you somebody who's in my circle, but we run into people who are really phony a lot.
a lot.
So we'll just be our usual selves with them, but it's almost like they can't believe that we're us. So when they get around us, they just start to get intimidated and switch up on us and kind of X themselves out of the circle. So it'll look like we're only hanging out with people that look a certain way, but that's not true.
Yo, put the thing. Put it over there.
Remember?
Just listen. This guy,
Krabs.
he comes.
Gets a little cool.
Gino is so
you
mad.
burn me?
Gino came in here with some coffee for Roxy, and he's holding the
It's
cup with
Well,
two
like-
oven mitts.
I'm like, who's holding that?
I can't hold it with one.
Oh, because it was too hot. So
Listen, I understand he's holding it with two oven mitts, but we only got two oven mitts in the house. And he's like, here you go. Here, bowl of lava for you. Here you go. How's she gonna hold it? That's why I'm like,
Oh
look
my
at this.
lord. He'll get
All right,
together.
back to this.
Anyway,
But anyway, so it just looks
Sunshine
like-
Queen Dolls, thanks for joining us. We appreciate
It
it.
looks like we're being the bougie kids and only wanting to hang out with people that look a certain way, but the people that look a certain way tend to be the ones that are not intimidated by us and will just be around us and not feel like self-conscious, I guess, which is really like messed up because we're not like that. We will hang out with pretty much anybody who's cool with us. So that's a hard question to answer because the people that we would say are in our circle, they themselves may not necessarily like consider us part of their circle because they're being phony when they're around us, if that makes sense.
So I don't know if what the ratio is from ugly to pretty. I would say that I think we have more people who are attractive as our friends, but then all of those people who are attractive, they're not necessarily heterosexual. Like my dude Wade, he's gay, but he's very good looking.
Very good looking. Straight girls throw themselves at him constantly.
All the time. That's why it's good to have gay guys around you. So all of you guys, Han, get some gay friends. Get some gay guy friends, hang out with them, and the girls would just be throwing themselves at y'all. Because girls don't know that the dude is gay till he starts talking.
And then your gay friend will be like, ew, I don't want them. But they can still sit here. How about my straight friend who's free?
Yep. So we don't know what the ratio is, but we are superficial, but we're not going to not talk to you because you aren't beautiful. You know what I'm saying? We'll still talk with you, we'll hang out with you and all that type
But
of
that's
stuff.
another thing, like me, I don't know about Adonis, but for me, like, you don't even have to be drop dead gorgeous. You could just be a very plain looking person, but to me, you'll just become more beautiful in my eyes if your personality is awesome. Whereas you could be super pretty, like Roxanne, but if you have a stank attitude, then you'll just get ugly to me. Thankfully, our friendship has lasted over 10 years, so she doesn't have that problem. But, like, my sister, for example, other people think she's cute, but I think she's freaking fugly because her personality is so horrible now. I don't have nothing to do with her. So, to me, like, that happens. I will just see people in an ugly way because their behavior makes me not look at them favorably anymore.
And what do you think, Roxanne? What do you think? Will you be friends with someone even if if they're ugly?
Well, you could be ugly, but I mean, not that ugly. Because if you gotta be around me, you can't, they're not gonna, like, we go to places, they're not gonna see this and then look
But you were
on the
nice to the
side
ugly
and be
girls
like,
in school. I remember.
oh, so,
No, it's true. Remember that girl we were telling you guys about, Mima, that was hating on Roxanne so bad? Oh my god.
and mentioned that she was African.
Yeah, she was an African girl, but she was from a different country than Roxanne, so they didn't speak the same language. But oh my gosh, that girl was so funny looking, but she hated Roxanne. But she would pretend to like she was her friend. She would like follow her around everywhere she went. She'd be walking home with her, trying to hang out with her and stuff. But then when Roxanne wasn't around, she would be talking crazy shit about Roxanne. We'd be like, what the fuck is this girl's problem?
Okay. my mini life commented on what you said. I've known some gorgeous people who end up being really ugly because of how they treat people. That's your sister.
Yeah,
Because her sister actually is very
My
attractive.
sister's cute, but
She's actually very attractive, just the attitude that she has.
Problem.
And then Sean says, I am a down-to-earth guy. I just collect action figures and dolls. Don't go out too much. Not at all.
Okay, there's the first problem. You don't go out much at all.
Yeah, you
Where are
gotta
you
go
gonna
out.
meet girls if you don't go anyplace?
Not at your house, not online. Go out. I'm not going to say go to church. I'm going to say go out any place.
Go out more.
Go to the store. Go to Walmart and like buy some dolls.
If you live in a place where you can walk rather than ride, I suggest walking, because when you walk around on the street, you run into people.
Sean, I've heard your accent. You sound like you're from New York. If you're in New York still, jump on a train. Every car is a different dame. I just always do that. Jump on a train and just talk to different girls all the time, man. This girl say no, I just go to the next car. One of these girls on one of these cars is gonna say yeah.
I think if you are an interesting guy, you'd be surprised at how far you can get with females if you
Right.
factor in that A, you're interesting, so you're not really competing with any other males because your personality trumps whatever these other guys have going on.
Oh, you from B-More? It's crazy places to go.
Okay, so you do live in a city. And then number 2 is don't feel like when girls are like being like cold or something that they're not interested, because women are just wired to say no. Like they just have something in them that makes them think if they say yes too fast, that means they're a hoe or like they're
Kimberly.
inviting negative
Kimberly.
attention to themselves.
What was it? Kimberly, 13, naturally curly-headed. Thanks for joining us. He's in South Carolina now. Oh, you're right down the block from us. Kimberly, the topic is would you still hang out with a person or talk to a person who was ugly? Would you still chill with them? So you're in South Carolina. All right, now you're in South Carolina.
Hey, you're our neighbor.
I don't know if you're in the city, Sean. He lives where?
South Carolina.
South Carolina is near us.
She said, you are a more interesting person if you go outside. I think so.
Exactly, yeah.
I think so. I mean, back in the days, we didn't have no choice but to go outside. Wasn't on internet.
If you got
We
family
people
near
like-
you, volunteer to go take your family members' kids to the park. Do you know how many lonely women come to the park with their kids? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
many.
snap. That's true. Toy stores, too. And also, what's the name of that place? Chuck E. Cheese.
And the laundromat.
The laundry. Oh, yeah. I pick up a lot of ladies at laundromat. I do.
We just ran into one of the girls that you picked up at the laundromat today
Yeah.
at the store.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's the next topic. This girl that I ran into at the laundromat. Remember I told you guys about this girl? I was talking to her and Gypsy was like right there, sitting down. I'm talking to her. She's all like this and this and that, kicking it with him. Then we leave, go to her car, like carry her on to her car. And I'm like, so yo, let me get your phone number. She was like, well, I went in my online boyfriend. I said, don't worry about that because I got a wife. That's her right there, right there. She said, that's your wife? Yeah, that's her. Your wife was letting you talk to me? Letting me. She ain't my mom. She's not my mother. She can't stop me from doing anything. And she was like, I don't believe you. I said, well, come on, let's go talk to her. So we went in. We sat down, and I said, this is Gypsy. She was like mad. We told her what we got going on. We have an open marriage, and, you know, you can join. Gypsy won't touch you. She wants to watch, so you gotta let her watch. But she's not gonna touch you unless you want her to touch you, and then we can, that can be negotiated. So, now that you know what it is, you gonna give me your phone number or what? And she was like, yeah. She gave us both her phone number. She gave her the number, and she gave me the number. Time passed. Y'all know I will just stop talk. But Gypsy will still be texting people. Hi girl, how are you? We happened to see this girl in Walmart and we saw her and her guy. And her guy,
What? How was her guy?
he was,
Oh, Lord. Do you think he was her guy?
I hope he was,
He was not you with us.
we can say that. He was not me. All right, this is just what I wore all day outside while I was running my errands, okay?
What you mean it was not you?
I mean, he was not regal looking. He did not look like he had a job. He didn't look
He looked
like
like a bum, basically.
he didn't look like
She
a bum that
was still in
lived
her
under a
work
bridge.
uniform, and he looked like a bum.
Right. He didn't look like he lived under a bridge, a bum, but he did look like he didn't pay for shit.
Wow.
She paid for everything.
You can
and he
look
was,
like that.
Yeah, you can look like that. Guys can look like that. Now, girls can look like that, but they get passed because they're cute. You'd be like, oh, man, why she look like that? Her man ain't doing this? No, nigga. She looks like that because she's a bum. She's just beautiful. Men, we can't. If you're beautiful but you bummy, girls be like, oh, gross. And that's how he looked.
Oh, Lord.
So that's just to tell you guys that yes, I mean, I don't be picking girls up at the laundromat. I would just go to wash clothes and I'll see a pretty looking girl and I'm like, hey girl, your clothes dirty, my clothes dirty. What's up, girl? How you doing?
Yeah.
And her man he said, I'd be going to the laundromat tomorrow to wash my clothes, and believe it or not, don't say you don't find no girls there, because
No, just do stuff like that. Go out about the town, do everything.
You're not gonna find them right away, but
so Kimberly says no one is ugly to her, which maybe she needs some glasses.
He's stupid.
they're not saying when someone is
'Cause
ugly.
Flavor Flav-
They don't.
Flavor.
Flavor.
I said, what is Flavor Flav?
Ugly as fuck.
He's one of God's creatures.
That's the guy. That's the guy with the clock around his neck. Right?
In the world of dolls, thanks for joining.
Kazawaza?
Oh my
He reminds me of Kazawaza.
Barbie Pink Dress, thanks for joining us.
God.
What is that? Ninzi Fun. Thanks for joining us. Janine said, because if you just read books and video games, then you keep yourself stuck in a situation where only
People who enjoy those things,
But
but
outside
outside
there's
of
a-
this variety things to build connections on. Let me rewrite that. What we
we know what you mean. She's right. So it's the same, Sean. The only places I go are appointments and Build-A-Bear Workshop.
I feel
same thing because I know the entire regular staff, and it's basically grown folks that work with plushies all day. Talk to one of them. Talk to a girl in your local grocery store. She might got a big old booty. Talk to her.
You so crazy.
Just start a conversation while she's bagging the groceries and be like, "Yo, what you doing?"
Confidence goes a long way for men.
Yes.
Don't feel shy and just. You know what I do when I'm at work and I start getting overwhelmed by people coming up and talking to me, which my therapist told me was actually a good idea to do. I pretend they're not real people. I just pretend that they are all actors and we're on a set and we are shooting a movie and I have to play this role that I have to play convincingly, and that all these people that are, even the annoying people that are like bothering me at my job, that's their role that they're supposed to be playing, so I'm just acting right along back. So when you think of it like that and kind of remove yourself from the situation, it becomes way less intimidating talking to girls, because as you start to talk to them, you start to realize, especially good-looking women, they don't get approached that much by men. People stare at them and say, like, they catcall them, but they don't really just talk to them like a human being.
How do you get people, Roxanne? What do you do?
I don't go after them. They come after me.
There you go. So Sean, what you got to do is you got to fall back.
See, she's a beautiful woman telling you that she expects for people to come after her. So just do that. Just go after them.
Thing to it. We can't be mixing everything. Like when you see a beautiful woman, and if you get intimidated, like let's say you scared, oh, she might turn you down. I mean, even if she turns you down, y'all could be friends, you feel me? But still go for it, because you never know. You never know. Don't just be afraid or shy, because, oh my God, she gonna turn me down. Even if she turn you down, you could be her friend. You could be anybody to her. Feel me?
So if you don't believe me, a guy, believe a woman who's actually saying to you, hey, you might be ugly, you might be Flavor Flav, but we could be friends maybe if you say that.
He's not ugly though.
Y'all could be associated.
No, he's not.
No,
he says Roxy's a boss. Rob Riley says that. You correct again, Mr. Riley.
You know what? I think a lot of guys detest the friend zone, and let me just tell you guys, the friend zone is a safe place for guys to be. Because a lot of
move from the friend zone to
a lot of girls, they look for guys in their friend zone to date eventually. I'll tell you why. Because women have this innate fear of men. We're scared of guys. So just going to like a strange man, is the thought of it is like very scary. So if it's a guy we're already familiar with and we kind of know him and we kind of know the type of girls he dated, how he treated them, it's easier for us to see ourselves dating those guys rather than a total complete stranger that just walks up to
can I just throw this out there right fast, not to interrupt you, lovely gypsy? I'm saying this is not a dating thing. I'm just telling y'all this is very, very good information. You're getting,
it's psychology. That's all it is.
You're getting the perspective of two attractive women. She told you straight up, I don't chase niggas. These niggas be coming up to me.
Did we have a conversation about this before we started the live?
No, wait. About this?
About our views on the relationships.
I don't think we had a conversation about it.
All day. Okay, so everything we're saying is off the top of our head is what I'm trying to get at, and she basically said something along the same lines as what I'm saying about how, from the female perspective, how we view men approaching us, because women are like, I don't know, we're kind of full of ourselves and we don't think we have to approach anybody. So women will see a guy that they're attracted to and just go run to their friends and be like, oh my God, he's cute. But they'll never go up to the guy and actually talk to him.
Wait. That's a good idea. Janine said, take a class in something you're interested in. A great way to meet people with the same hobby.
True.
That's good. In the World of Dolls says, I'm antisocial due to the fake ass people in the real world. That's true, but pardon me, everybody's not fake ass. You gotta like sift through. I mean, like every hair in your head is not gray. You just gotta like comb through to find the gray ones.
And I was talking about this in my communications class today, but we live in like this digital age where people kind of don't even know what to do when they're around people in person anymore, and they're very self-conscious about like face-to-face communication with people. And those of us who still remember what it was like to talk on the phone to your friends and come over to people's houses unannounced, That's like a good thing. Don't lose that, because this age will have you thinking you're crazy because you're like walking up to people, talking to them, and saying hi to them, and building an actual relationship with them. But that's not crazy.
Kimberly, who is your type? Because Kimberly is another woman who's attractive. You can look at Kimberly and you can tell that Kimberly is so attractive that she's still attractive now. She told me, "Oh, I'm 75." I'm looking at her. I'm like, "You pretty nice looking for 75 years old." So,
She's not 75.
well, she was saying that to say to me, "I'm way older than you, whippersnapper." But I'm looking at her like, you're looking for somebody that's like.
She's not way older than you.
She
only like a few years older.
That's what she said to me. She said that. She was like, "Yo, I'm 75," and I said, "Yo, for 75?" So that's what I'm saying.
How old are you?
Kimberly,
She's only okay for someone in her 40s.
No, she said she was 75. I'm saying she is so attractive that, for instance, you guys can look at Roxy. When Roxy is 75, she'll still look this way, and you'll be like, "You 75? God damn, there ain't no way." That's what I'm saying. Kimberly is so upset. Then she was like,
her mom. Her mom was like,
yeah, I saw a picture of her mom.
perfect.
Mom's mad good looking. So, Kimberly, you are an attractive woman. What do you look for in a guy? Can he be ugly? Could he be kind of ugly?
She don't see anybody as ugly, so you can't ask her if she thinks he can be ugly, silly.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody.
Plus,
So
it's different for women. I'm telling you, women will date dudes that people will, look at Jay-Z. Okay, Beyonce is in love with his personality or something like that. I don't know, his money, something. Whatever it is about him that she likes,
I'll keep to myself.
she totally is like bypassing the fact that everybody thinks he's ugly, okay?
That is good. Not good. That's true. In the world of adults, I'll keep to myself, and finding someone who is true is like finding a needle in a haystack, which is why I told you guys before, for those of you who be tuning in, that's why I proposed to Gypsy after 45 days of knowing her. I said, "I'm not running into nobody else like this. I haven't already, so let me just propose to her." That pretty girl has friends. Yes, Jenny. That's why the friend zone, fellas, the friend zone is a nice place. It's a nice, warm, snuggly place to be.
In fact, you know what advice I give to my guy friends? I tell them, friend zone yourself. Don't even wait for the girls to friend zone.
But there's some guys, they don't, like when you turn them down, they don't want to stay as friends. But why you don't want to stay
because it's hard for guys to be friends with women that they're attracted to, silly.
That's because that's not how we look at it. Because guys, we don't look at it as, "I'm going to be your friend." We don't look at it like that. We look at it as something totally different. But guys, the friend zone is a nice, snuggly place to be.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Think about Roxanne. Think about Gypsy. Okay, you see those two? They're friends. They know one another.
Okay.
There was a time when they both didn't have a boyfriend. There was a time. But they were still friends. Let's say you tried to talk to Roxanne and she was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And you like, "Oh, but I don't want your phone number. I don't want to sleep with you. Think I want to sleep with you? No, girl, I want to be your friend." And she'd be like, "All right, you be my friend." Now you're friends with her. These two are friends. Now you're automatically friends with her.
You've got a network of females that you could potentially be friends with who introduce... Girls like to do that too. We like to introduce our girlfriends to our guy friends and be like, "Oh, girl, I'm gonna hook you up." We love doing that.
But girls don't be hooking you up. Girls don't listen.
They do. It's just it's under certain circumstances. Okay.
Fellas. Girls don't be hooking you up.
The not hating ass girls do.
Don't go for the hookup. You got a better chance of sleeping with a girl.
That used to be a thing before the internet. Yes, we did used to hook each other.
I guess now girls is not hooking you up. Girls is like, "Yeah, I'll hook you up."
They put the guys in the glass cases.
You guys ever seen Indiana Jones at the end? Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they're like, he's like, "Yo, who's gonna be looking after the Ark?" And they said, "Top men." He said, "Well, who?" They said, "Top men." And then it cut, and you saw this warehouse. They was like pushing the Ark in this box. It was just a warehouse full of like boxes. As far as the eye could see, it was just a big warehouse of boxes stacked up. That's what girls do to their guy friends. They tell their girlfriends, "I'm gonna hook you up," but they put that guy in this warehouse full of just all of these guys that they are gonna hook up.
Potential guys that we're gonna possibly date.
And you know why the girls keep these dudes? Not so that they can hook them up later. if anything goes wrong with this current nigga. If anything goes wrong with him, now I got any one of these 20,000 guys in my storage facility.
So the
to
moral
pick
of
from.
the story is just make a bunch of female friends.
Right, be friends with everybody. Just be friends with everybody. Don't even trust them.
Someone's gonna be single enough
Mommy Lai
to
said
dig
my
into their glass
beautiful
case
friend
for you.
ended up with so many losers because the nice guys never thought they had a chance, so they never tried. Maybe him. That happens sometimes. Thanks for the information.
Wait, you missed something
Who?
about
Who?
Jay-Z.
I like 40-year-old virgin. So funny. My mom says Jay-Z's ugly. Yeah, he is. Because he is right. The person may turn out to be a very good friend. Brats love Jay. Join. Thanks. Now Roxy really looks like a custom Barbie. Yes, she does. She has that effect on people. Sierra says, fun fact, I've been to Build-A-Bear over 40 times.
40
I've
times.
got bit by that bug on my 10th birthday. I'm
But
not
do you
sure.
have 40 Build-A-Bears? Do you get something every time you go?
And Kimberly said, I don't go after guys either. Not my thing. You know what? Girls are not going to like when I say this, but attractive girls, this is why some of my other friends from the MGTOW, men go their own way. And Patrice O'Neal was one of these dudes. We feel like attractive women, almost all, except ugly women, attractive women have never had to be interesting. They've never had to have a person. You just might have one as an attractive woman, but you never had to be interesting. You never had to be smart. You never had to be witty. Like guys, like I got to do all of that. I got to be witty. I got to be smart. I got to tap dance. I got to know how to bake. I got to cook. I got to blow you a balloon, make you an animal with it. I got to shuffle. I got to crack jokes. All of this shit a guy has to do just to get the girl to say,
Maybe.
I'll think about it. Whereas the girl, she just sits there. I don't go after men.
Hey, Brooklyn.
It's just laughable when women say, "Oh, I don't go after women." Like there's a choice.
That's the thing. Like
there's a choice.
okay,
That's what I'm saying.
let me just say this. Let me just say this. Yes, pretty girls do not go after men, but when they like a guy, they will make sure they like how you say it. That brings like the attention to
They'll bring their A game. They'll do.
yeah, like that. That make,
Approachable.
yeah, like that will they will make sure the guy notice them. I don't know if I'm making this.
Nah, she's right.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
I say that all the
I'm
time.
saying that based on the experience.
That's the
'cause
way
I
that
did
girls
that
go after
too.
guys is by just being easy
But
for
they
them to
won't
catch.
just go up to him and be like, but they will
Yeah.
make themselves, so the guy could really notice
So
them eventually.
so what these attractive women are saying, and Kimberly is one of them. She's a part of the pretty girl crew. What she's saying is, what Roxy is saying is, when I, as a pretty girl, like a guy, then I will be approachable. I will be overly approachable. I will smile.
I think that females have
all of this
like
shit and-
this subconscious fear of being rejected, which is a little ironic because especially if you're considered a very attractive woman,
46. I don't believe that.
shouldn't you be confident that you won't be rejected? But here's the thing, guys get
50 Cent was her
rejected
childhood
so
crush.
much by women for no reason. Not even because he's somebody to reject.
Brooklyn
Just
11
girls
Love,
doing
you're
that.
14. We don't fuck with kids over here.
He's
But
so
she could
stupid.
watch.
I hope 14 is the amount of dollars that you have. The amount of property.
Probably is funny.
Why does it seem like every time I put a comment, somebody has to write a long comment after somebody?
What did
This
you
is mine off
say
the
though? I
screen.
missed it.
We're gonna look at your comment, Brass Love, Jamie Promise. All right,
So Kim
Kimberly
said, as
says,
long as he's attractive to me, that's all that matters.
yes, that's true. Silicone Baby, thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Sierra said, I don't have a prob
With face-to-face talk with people, if I have
things in
things in
common,
common,
I talk to you. That's what's up. Okay, Sean says, it seems like sometimes when I tell a female that I collect dolls and action figures, let's put a pin in that right there, the first thing that come out their mouth is, don't you think you too old to collect action figures and dolls?
she's not the right person for you.
That's what she says. I say, yeah, she's probably not the right person. But guy to guy, I would say if you're just trying to get some trim, just don't even start the conversation with that. Start the conversation with, hey, girl, that ass is fat. What you doing later? I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is not somebody you're trying to marry.
Oh my
Are you?
gosh. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Maybe you are trying to marry her. This is something that I had to realize. You can't be genuine initially. Not in the beginning, you can't be genuine. You have to... A dude told me, he said... I was like, something happened with some guy. I was like, yo, man, why you do that to that girl? He was like, yo, I didn't run game on her first. I was very... Yeah, he said she was running game first. I just countered her game and won. Now I'm the bad guy? And I was like, damn, you're right. You're absolutely right. So you can't... I wouldn't totally lie. My name is Mark. I
You
thought your
can
name was
just leave
Sean.
some things
Yeah.
out of the initial conversation.
Like, he totally don't tell her his name.
it was
Don't say his age. Like I wouldn't even necessarily sound 50, because you don't even look 50 to me. I thought you was like in your 40s somewhere, maybe like 39. Hit him with that. I'm 39. Hit him with that. And you're thin? Listen, my stomach makes me...
This is like, just tell him he's an astronaut. Fuck it.
Listen, my stomach
She
makes
don't
me
know the
look old.
difference.
If I was slim and in shape, you'd be like, damn, Gypsy got a young husband. So, hon, you are in shape. Just say like 39. Action figures and all of that stuff, don't even lead out with that. Lead out with something else. That's just a suggestion.
Talk about the girl. Don't talk about yourself.
Right.
A bunch of stuff about her and let her just run her mouth talking about herself.
See, attraction is more than just looks. I agree somewhat. I want a guy that's fun and share a very similar moral compass. Okay, I'm okay. I want him to be a healthy person.
And have goals built around us as a couple. Goals to improve us. Those are good goals.
That's great. Good luck finding him.
What do you mean?
Good luck. No. Good luck. Good luck. No, good luck. I'm with you. He's out there somewhere.
Oh, God. Okay, here's the problem.
He's out there someplace.
I think that girls, we have these high standards for the kinds of guys we want to take seriously, right? And then guys, they're not looking at us based on all these things about us they want to take seriously. Guys initially approach you based on whether or not they're attracted to you. So if you have these like high standards, well, I shouldn't even say high, because some of you might not even think that they're high standards, but you gotta start really basic with guys, because otherwise you'll be one of these groups of girls that missed out on a really, really awesome dude. Because the first thing you were thinking was, oh, how many languages do you speak? Well, how good is your credit? If you do that, you're limiting yourself to the types of dudes that actually have great personalities that could be all these things that you want on your list, you know?
This face is not for what Gypsy's saying. This face is for Kimberly. I'm always told I'm unapproachable. Probably because you are. That's the first thing she says. Men are afraid to talk to me because I look like I'm going to say no. Here's the next thing.
I have a girlfriend that says the same thing about me.
But here's the next thing. Listen, I know I'm a good-looking dude. I know I'm confident. I know I smell good. I know I'm not stepping up to women like, oh, hi. I'm stepping up to women like, yo, hello, how are you? Very bright-eyed and everything. The problem is, like Gypsy said, women just have it in their brain to say no off the rip. You might want to say yes, but no comes out.
I him out first, but then when he actually started talking to me, I wasn't all like, okay. I was like, take your number for what? Why would I want your number?
She said that to me. You guys don't heard this story, right? Gypsy was looking at me. I didn't even know. I didn't see her little short ass.
I was walking away from him while we were talking. So my body language should have told him, she ain't interested, just move on. But
I thought she wasn't interested. In my head, I was like, oh, this little bitch. In my head. When we got outside, I saw her car. I said, oh, you got a little Lexus bitch in my head. I'm like, you got a little Lexus bitch? Fuck your Lexus. But outwardly, I said, oh, you got the Lex. I understand. I'm about to jump into the big truck. I understand. You probably can't even really rock with a dude like me. I feel you. So I'm talking shit. I'm mad.
Crazy. I was like, what is he talking about?
I was mad, but I kept like talking shit in a nice way. And then but I always tell her that we only got this far because I kept talking to you. If it really would have went the way that most of these women say, which is no, even if you don't really mean no. Us as guys, we don't know. You know why?
Sending mixed messages.
Because here's the thing. No means no. Who the fuck came up with that? Not men. Women did. So the first time you say no, we think, I guess it's no.
Yeah.
So to go on with her, this look was for her. I always told them unapproachable. Men are afraid to talk to me because I look like I'm going to say no. They won't know unless they try. The reality is, you know you're going to say no. This guy, if the guy fits all of these unascertainable criteria,
You're gonna go.
then you'll say yeah. But then you won't even say yes right away to this nigga. You'll be like, I don't really know, cause now women know when you be doing this. Y'all know you really mean yes, but guys, we don't know because
They just see the hesitation.
no means no. You see what I'm saying? I
Right.
can't do anything
So it's
more.
like 22, because if the guy's like, well, let me just keep trying, then he might be feeling
Now he's a
like,
rapist. Now he about to rape you.
I'm violating this woman's right to say no to me. But
See?
then if he
So
walks away, then he's a bitch ass nigga. So it's like,
just say yes off the rip.
Right.
When I stepped to Roxanne, I was like, yo, what's up? And she was like, well, I said, hey, girl, you know. And she said, all right. Okay.
what did I say?
That says, hi, Adonis, Gypsy, and
surprise.
Roxy. Oh, why? Roxy got the all hearts at the end. The fuck kind of shit is that? The fuck is that about?
Why you
She's like, why you hating on my hearts at the end, nigga? Relax. Sunshine Queen said, I agree. And then, is that like supposed to be probably? Or is she laughing at me? Because she like, nigga, you don't know me.
You stupid.
Sierra says, yes, I can go to Build-A-Bear without getting a new animal. It drives me nuts. I feel you. I can't go into the toy store without at least checking the toy aisle all the time. Walmart,
Yeah,
even
monster, you guys. Sometimes
even the gas station, I check
I
in the
have
toy
to tell
aisle.
him don't go down the Barbie aisle. Like I have to warn him before we go inside of a
yeah.
store sometimes.
Toy Style, thanks for joining us. Fierce Dolls, thanks for joining us.
Hey, you guys.
She said it's cold. It's cold over there. Over here, it's not. Yeah, I told you this big ass jacket. It's not cold like New York.
It's a cold
So when-
game over there.
It's a cold game
You be
over there.
leaving words out.
They know I dropped out in 8th grade. They know that.
I don't think my standards are high, especially with the generation I'm growing up with. Your standards are super high especially for your generation, actually,
yes, they
because your
are.
generation, they want instant gratification.
Yes,
You'd be
they
lucky
do.
if you find a dude that can write his name in cursive, okay? So you gotta start with that.
Every time I'm in the store,
Janine, I think you would be better off
How old is she?
shooting for guys that are older than
Janine?
you.
Yeah.
Janine, because Janine is very
Janine's a grown
mature.
up. She's a grown up here.
Janine's very mature. Janine's very intelligent, and her
she like-
way of thinking is not like these kids of this generation. She's kind of beyond them. Like she can rock with us, and we're like way older than her. You know what I'm saying? And I was like that when I was a kid. I could not relate to people that were my age. They were like, I felt like an alien when I was
And
around them.
I was like that when I was a kid. But Roxy was also like that when she was a kid. So you with three intellectual,
Yeah,
beautiful
unless you
people.
just happen to run into some people that are like you already in your age group, which is rare. I'm telling you, smart people. If you find other smart people to befriend, hang on to those
Yep.
people because they're so hard to find in life. You're just a minority. Like, it's not even because there aren't any other smart people out there. They're scattered all around the globe. Were you gonna go to China to find your next smart friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just not around like that. So when you run into smart people, it doesn't matter what age they are. Hang on to those people because they're so hard to find.
Caitlin says, I always feel weird around
16.
people my age. I'm 16. Well, you don't have to be. I mean, 16, at least you're not 14. The one girl that was 14, she left, which... Sunshine Queen says, I always give the guy the chance and it does not end well. I say yes because I know not to judge a book by
But that's
its
okay
cover.
because at least you had the experience and you can like build up this, you know, what do you call it? Almost like you can see the red flags earlier on with the next person. And that's another good trait I think women should learn from men. Men don't take their losses with women like personal and then hate women or not want to deal with women because of that. They'll
Not
just
at
keep on trying and trying and trying until they finally find the right woman. So men, I feel like overall have a less harder time eventually settling down than women do. If you look at statistics, it's like more guys in a certain age range are married or in a committed relationship and happy, whereas women in that same age range are like miserable. They're lonely, they don't, and then they'll lie to themselves and the world and say, I don't need no man. But at the same time, they'll still want guys to approach them and talk to them and feel some type of way if they don't get admired by men. So
She's still
there's
here.
nothing wrong with
14 years.
wanting to be with somebody and like settling down and having a partner for the rest of your life.
Brooklyn 11, are you 14 or is that 14 times you went to Build-A-Bear?
So she left, but she's-
Maybe
I
she
thought
just
she
wants
left.
to be
She left. She
mysterious.
left.
She just wants to be mysterious.
She can listen. She want to see what it's like when she is 21.
Oh god!
It don't get-
Everybody
it don't
who's
get
like
better.
under 16 has to prepare themselves for all of Adonis's
It don't get
age
better.
jokes. Okay, because Adonis is an ageist.
No, I'm not. Listen,
Against everyone who's under 16.
I'm gonna tell y'all why it's like that. Because y'all, I be looking at y'all, be like, damn, how old are you?
14.
You 14? Shit, when you turn like 24, you gonna be ready, but just not right now. So the fact that I'm looking at you, I'm like, ah man, this is 14 years worth of
Maybe
jail
she just wants to
time.
be in the
she
conversation.
wants to
Gee.
listen.
Okay.
That's why I don't like these kids, because y'all don't be fucking looking like kids. Y'all don't be looking like kids.
Why she tricked me?
Yeah.
I thought I was liking an
Yeah.
adult picture.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Right.
boy.
Oh snap! I'm about to show you a picture. This is what really traumatized me with young girls.
What?
Y'all talk. I'm gonna find this picture. Y'all talk. I'm gonna find.
Caitlin said, "Oh, cool. I'm 16. Adonis doesn't hate me, yay." I want to hear that. Let's see. I feel weird as hell after the last IG live because I have mad pictures of you guys on my phone.
Who said that?
Screenshots my many life. Did you
Yeah.
send us those screenshots?
Yeah, you ought to send them.
Then you can delete them.
Someone be 12 this Friday.
Oh God.
Oh my God. 12 years old, like
And keep
seriously.
playing.
Oh, okay.
Because he always tells her she's 11.
Oh yeah. Oh, so snap. So that means you're gonna be 18 this Friday, right? Because
No,
she's
only gonna be
17.
17.
What?
When she is 17, I've been
What?
forgetting what her real age is because we be messing with her.
I look like I'm 12. People think my little sister's my older sister. I'm 5'1". Places. Baby face.
My
Nah.
sister's older than me too. Yeah, because she looks like she's older than me.
The crazy
She's so
thing is
serious
these
looking.
young girls be like, they be mad pretty, but I be like, you about to go to jail. Don't even say
Are you
nothing.
trying to say Caitlyn is pretty?
She's got a cute face. She's cute.
But not officially, right?
Not officially. Not if the police hey, you know what, Caitlin? Fuck no. Who? I don't know her.
Caitlyn is unofficially cute.
I don't know her.
Oh my God.
Caitlin who, motherfucker? I don't know her. Yeah. She's following you. That's her page. That's her. I don't know her.
Oh no, she's only gonna be 17. Back to being 12.
Wait, but 17 is like
No,
that.
it's not.
Oh, no, it's not. Y'all saw a glimmer in my eye, like, oh! And she said,
my
no.
God.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm dying.
Alright, so, y'all see how we do it here. We just have a bunch of fun. It's fun for us.
I'm supposed to be doing homework.
She is supposed to be doing homework. I'm 5'2" and babyface and 34. People think I'm 18. I didn't think he was 34. What's
Lauren.
Lauren, yeah. Lauren doesn't look Anyway, there's a girl that I met 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
11 years ago. I met her on MySpace.
MySpace.
That's how long ago it was, MySpace.
Remember when it was a thing?
So I met her, I'm talking to her, right? Now, MySpace, you could actually meet somebody on MySpace and like go to their house. It wasn't like you're crazy. It wasn't none of that. MySpace was dope. If y'all didn't fuck with MySpace, y'all know what y'all missed. Met her on MySpace, was talking to her, and I'm like, somewhere in a conversation, I was like, yeah, so what are you studying? And she said, academics. I'm like, all right, so like, you know, like what? Like, what's your major? And she said, oh, I'm good at math. I said, oh, so you're gonna go into accounting? And she said, accounting? No, I'm not thinking about accounting. I'm thinking about doing something else. I said, well, because her answers didn't really sound very collegiate. I said, yo, what year are you? She said, what do you mean? I said, what year are you in college? She said, I'm not in college. I said, oh, did you go to like junior college? She said, no, I'm 14. I said, you're what? Now, I have already been talking to this girl for like 2 weeks. I thought she's 18. The way she looked very 18-ish. She didn't have on no book bag. She didn't have no, you know, the typical things that 14-year-old girls have, like pencils and they're biting on the top and me plus, you know, all these hearts and all that stuff. She didn't have all of that. And that traumatized me. Now she's like, you know, 25 and I can talk to her now. And yeah, I held on to that number until she got old enough. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, snap.
But I did not touch her. I didn't do nothing inappropriate with her. I didn't send her no pictures.
Well, now she's your pen pal, right?
Now she's nice. Now she can come and visit. She's 25 now. She's 25, ready to come down here and visit, which is nice. But that's why I don't like messing with these young girls, because I don't be looking young. I be looking grown. All of y'all don't lie and say that you're old, but you kind of are lying, because you should be wearing t-shirts that say underage. And none of y'all be doing that. All of y'all, they dress like you, they dress like her.
Older.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you be fooling niggas into thinking that y'all are older. And some dudes will just...
episode of To Catch a Predator.
Especially the
That's
ones
my neighbor.
that, you know,
How did he end up on the show?
Especially the ones as well.
that's, you know, they're young, but they started, you know, developing breasts and butt already, so people look at them as, oh, they.
So just so y'all know,
How old were you when you had your butt?
Well, by like 12, everything started popping, so people thought like,
I think
really
you were
young,
like
you know.
6.
and Roxy didn't tell nobody nothing. Oh, girl, you look like you 24. She was like, I do. All right, well. He was like, that's my car. She said,
I'll be 24.
Her 12-year-old girlfriend was like, yo, she's 12. She said, shut up, bitch.
Oh, God.
Damn, she made me look real old. Shit, I think my mom had MySpace back in the day. Damn. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I had a MySpace page. I loved my MySpace
Dollar
page.
Daff. Nobody believes my age. Dollar Daff, why don't you stop? She always taking these pictures with her cleavage. Nobody believes my age. I'm young. All this. She be all this. I'm 16 with all this. All her pictures. And she never look at the camera. She be like... She never look at the camera.
Oh my God.
She don't need to
She's an
stop.
expert.
At tricking motherfuckers.
Espero de la Batia.
Oh my
That's you. Tell her again. This is Dollar Daff.
Espero de la